right gift. Let us see if they have an answer for this.
You took your shot, but Mother wasn't having it.
Fresh meat coming in.
They welcome their own demise.
You're gonna pay for what you've done here. I'm gonna make sure of that.
Small man talks a big game.
This shall be of great help.
That'll be healed before you can try again.
Will this be healed?
Their strongest has fallen, but the fight remains. The advantage is mine. They have not lost interest.
You should have seen their faces. Family night at the carnival. I could have taste.
You'd be doing me a personal favor if you could shut him up. Permanently, if possible.
I'm impressed.
You attached to that face. You're lucky I ain't taking trophies.
He's down, but not out yet.
Not gonna lie. I keep forgetting that's my favorite Wolverine movie.
Twice. Thought as much. You're welcome.
Enough of this. Easy, kid. These were his people.
We did what we could, Blaze.
That's what folks with bloody hands always say.
If we do not stop the Midnight Sun, the entire world will get far bloodier.
Not my problem anymore. Forget the damn prophecy. I know I sure as hell am.
Aren't you gonna follow him?
Nah, he may not have been listening. But I am. Keep talking, kid.
Okay, so either Wolverine's standing at a angle or he's not his comic book accurate 4'3", because the hunter should be a regular height, like 5'10", 5'8", at least. And Wolverine stands toe to toe with us. So
What happened at that carnival was a tragedy.
One that could have been avoided.
If you did not keep so many secrets.
Oh, well, what is this, a duet? Since when did you two get so chummy?
Don't change the subject.
The spirits of vengeance have always been the secret guardians of the parchment of power.
Guardians? Blaze is probably using the page as toilet paper right now.
I met the guy. You're giving him too much credit.
We did what we had to do. That secret kept the page out of our enemies' hands for centuries.
At what cost?
You cannot win this war with secrets.
Magic is right. If we're going to stop Lilith from causing any more massacres, we need to come clean with each other, now.
There is nothing else, Captain.
I wish I could believe you.
So do I.
Then I don't see a point in continuing this conversation.
as always, Captain America is right.
This is bull. Grade A bull.
I can see you are still upset, Ileana.
Of course I'm still upset. Caretaker continuously stonewalls us and expects all of us to just go along and make nice. But it never works out that way. You would think she would have learned by now, but I guess not. She should trust us more.
If you were to be completely honest with yourself, you would have to admit that you do not trust her either.
No, she keeps
How
keeping
could I?
secrets.
She keeps too many secrets. She always has and always will.
Distrust only breeds more distrust.
Neither Caretaker nor Tony told us she gave the page to Blaze for safekeeping. They should know he's one of the least safe people on the planet, no matter what Robbie says. Now all that stands between this realm and Cathan is that overrated stuntman. Entrusting it to him was a mistake.
Consider Caretaker and Stark know something we do not about Blaze.
Oh, yeah? Like what?
The Parchment of Power is known to have corrupting effects on its keeper. It twists his or her soul. And, well...
Okay, I get it. Blaze is already a bit twisted, so the parchment cannot twist him that much further.
Exactly. It probably will not affect him as much as it would one of us.
Blaze has the parchment, and I cannot change that. Let's just hope he can hold on to it. Is Steve Rogers everyone's ideal dad? I see it.
You know, it's kind of rude to walk around in here and not give me so much as a hello.
I assumed you were asleep.
I don't sleep much. But that doesn't stop me from enjoying the company of a comfortable bed when I spot one.
After that fight at the Quentin Carnival, I suppose we all could use a lengthy rest.
I can't get too comfortable. Not so long as Sabretooth's still out there.
He is your quarry, I take it?
I guess you could say that. We have a history. None of it nice. Though he's definitely changed. His nasty side got, well, nastier.
From what I have seen, he should not be much trouble for you.
I've been tracking and fighting him for decades. If he was easy to handle, trust me, I would have put him away for good ages ago. This last time, though, he's got...
Then I hope you can ride. Does not look like you are planning to stay long. Some find our abbey to be a bit unnerving.
Oh, this place is nothing. You'd be surprised at some of the places I've rested my boots.
You talk like that, now you have to tell me some stories.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I've been all over the planet. And a few other planets besides.
Other planets?
Yeah. We're not alone in the universe, you know. There's the Kree, there's Skrulls, there's the Brood. Most aliens you're better off avoiding, but there's a few good ones out there. I'll tell you though, after a while, all you really care about is a nice soft bed. I see the way you're looking at me. Who's this mysterious guy hanging out in my place all of a sudden?
Perhaps.
Tell you what, I've got a little break between people trying to kill me, so let's have a little chat.
What do you know about this?
He's a flaming jackass. Used to be known as the Spirit of Vengeance, until even his attitude got too bad for that job. Seems like he's really committed to the carny life now. Must be the funnel cakes and fried candy bars.
Do you think a man like that is up to the challenge before him? Guarding the Parchment of Power is not a task taken lightly.
Yeah, we faced some vile customers together. He may not have the flaming skull thing anymore, but he's got guts where it counts.
How long have you known Sabretooth? Seems like you two have a history.
His real name's Victor Creed, and you're right. We've got bad blood going back a long time. Believe it or not, we used to be teammates and pals. Kinda.
They say familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah, well, they get things dead on sometimes. Didn't take me long to notice he wasn't exactly playing with a full deck. Creed and I have long since chosen to follow different paths. Yet somehow we keep ending up at the same friggin' destination.
You seem like a nomad, but...
I guess you could say Xavier's place has been the closest thing to a real home I've ever had.
Who?
Oh, Professor Charles Xavier. He's got a swanky place outside of New York City. A private school. Lots of space and plenty of interesting folk. It's a lot like your Abbey here. Except Charles has a baseball field.
Baseball?
Yeah. If you got interest, I'd be happy to explain all the rules sometime.
You seem to know everyone. I assume you know the Midnight Suns as well.
I know some of these kids. Didn't know they got themselves a band name.
Who do you know?
Magic, for instance. She's the kid sister of a buddy of mine, Pyotr Rasputin. I call him Colossus.
Interesting. You and she have similar attitudes.
Maybe because we have similar backgrounds. I grew up in Canada, surrounded by wolves. And she grew up in Limbo, surrounded by demons.
Which place is worse, Canada or Limbo?
Oh, Limbo. They don't have hockey.
I have taken up enough of your...
It's been a pleasure. If you have more questions...
Hunter, you there? I'm in the library. It's super important you meet me here ASAP.
Blaze.
Now, there's usually all sorts of chaos at carnivals, but this was out of hand.
I saw a listing for a 4-story walk-up, Upper West Side. Maybe your new sanctum?
Yeah, we get our workout in. Just boys being boys.
Don't you ever get tired?
Of what?
You know, being responsible for everything. Surprised your poor back hasn't broken yet with all that pressure.
It is difficult being a hero.
Glad someone's finally admitted it.
We should be honest with ourselves.
Look at you, telling it like it is. Our job is hard, and definitely not in the fun way. Just hearing the word hero makes me want to walk into oncoming traffic.
It is not that bad.
says the poster child of heroism. Haven't you ever fantasized about leaving it all behind?
I have thought about it.
Of course you have. There's no shame in it. Take it from me. I fantasize all the time. Most of it isn't PG, so it stays inside the pants.
There's no use in wanting something I cannot have.
Now you sound like you're in a teen romance flick. What you're feeling is normal, Hunter. We've all thought about ghosting this lifestyle.
That is reassuring. Thank you.
Now, if you ever want to, elope, you know where to find me.
No, that's not something that he says just because I'm a man. He's gonna say it regardless if you know Deadpool.
Sorry, I gotta watch some paint dry. Not really a gym bro, but at least I know heck. Apocalypse from Apocalypse.
They're accusing me of keeping secrets, as if that's the biggest problem we have right now. I don't know, maybe the demonic green sky over New York was too Well, it wasn't intentional. We were supposed to win in New York. We weren't supposed to lose the Sanctum, or Avengers Tower. Or Banner. I mean, call me crazy, but would sitting everyone down and telling them all about Blaze and the Parchment really
You should share everything with the team. It is the only way to build trust.
Well, maybe I dislike sharing everything. Probably some latent issues related to my parents' death, and whoa, I better save some for my therapist. Things are spiraling out of control, and right now I just need to figure out what to do about the...
You really think you can stop the Darkhold's prophecy by working in here?
Well, I'm kind of known for making the impossible possible. Give me a couple hours and a decent lunch, maybe an Italian hoagie.
I do not see any solution.
That's too bad it won't. Wouldn't that be great? Please excuse me. Shoo.
The Ancient One would be impressed by your perseverance, Hunter.
I can hear you
What up,
standing there,
girl?
Hunter.
Those spells you cast are truly something special.
Whoa, thank you. You're the best.
What are you reading, Nico?
A limited edition print of the Book of Thoth.
The Book of Thoth? Where did you find a book of such rarity?
I didn't. Someone just left it out. Weird, too, because I was looking for a book on chaos magic so I could understand Wanda's grimoire a little better. I didn't think I was gonna find any, since Caretaker probably hid or burned every single text on the topic. But, poof, here this was, waiting for me.
Film, music, literature. Your pursuit of culture and knowledge is commendable. Not even Caretaker has made as good a use out of this library as you have.
Well, she doesn't exactly have a healthy relationship with knowledge, as she thinks it's the source of all evil.
Like the serpent in the garden.
Right. If only she knew books don't bite. Well, not all of them. I have it on pretty good authority. The Sumerian Book of the Dead will take a chunk out of you if you try to earmark one of its pages.
Find anything helpful in
They're
it?
talking about the
I
Necronomicon.
did.
I think Marvel did a few team-ups
There's a
with
historical
Evil
account of an
Dead.
ancient Egyptian pharaoh who was struck by a dark madness after reading a page from an old book called The Scrolls of Chthon.
Wait, that is another name for the...
Darkhold, I know. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if this was the first case of corruption in recorded history.
Was this pharaoh's corruption ever purified?
Hold up, I haven't gotten to that part of the story. So the legend goes that nothing could cure the pharaoh until this traveling light worker came along, laid his hands upon the pharaoh, and recited an incantation. the pharaoh came back to his senses and returned to his good old classical Egyptian disbody self.
Sounds like the best possible outcome was reached for everyone involved.
Well, not for everyone. So like, when the Lightworker recited the incantation, he absorbed all the pharaoh's corruption into his own body and, died.
He did not survive?
No. But the lines of the incantation he used are scattered throughout this book. I'm gonna have Magic help me transcribe them and see if we can use them to cure Wanda.
Let me get this straight. You and Magic plan on piecing together a 100,000-year-old incantation that worked once and killed the person who said it?
Yes?
Well,
all right.
If you want to save Wanda, you will have to take risks.
100%. Well, I'm gonna find Magic, see if we can make a dent in this transcription. I'll give you a shout when we do. Until then, not a...
Glad to see Nico found the book I left out for her useful. Took me a while to dig that one up.
Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Street light people.
Hypus was among the first of the Elder Gods born at the dawn of our world. And he was also the first among them to die.
How does an Elder God die?
He was consumed by another Elder God. In this case, his own brother, Set.
Lovely.
I am impressed.
Alright, so the tactic here is to get this guy to transmogrify into as many different pieces as possible. I can't believe you did that to my dog. He did nothing to you, eh?
By consuming Hypus, such a but also triggered the downfall of the Elder Gods as they turned on one another.
The advantage is mine. Now that was something. They cannot possibly match your strength. You were too weak for this fight. assistance. Persistence is irritating.
I mentioned during the last trial, with most of the Elder Gods corrupted, he was born and sent to destroy them. When he was done, he released their energy back to the stars.
And now they watch in silence.
To spare their intentions. So far, I'd say things have worked out to your benefit.
Maybe you do not realize the trouble you are in, friend. The light is on our side. Let us see if they have an answer for this. Leave some for the rest of us.
Alright, 5. We should be at quota about now. Definitely at quota.
After this, you should be all the more as planned in the coming days.
Your mother abandoned you. I had hoped for a challenge. This should help. Lilith has sent you here to die. I hope you are prepared. Welcome assistance.
Whopper, 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 whopper.
Return to your mother.
So that's how I was supposed to do it last time.
Pleased. You've proven yourself more than capable.
This looks like an emergency. He is in agreement. Autumn must not see it that way. If his help was warranted, Hippus would provide. All will be restored. Hippus brings renewal.
Glad to see Nico found the book I left out for her useful. Took me a while to dig that one up.
The god's latest gift seems to be quite powerful. I've already removed...
I've noticed. I take it that means the latest trial wasn't much of an obstacle.
We were ready for what awaits.
The power of renewal.
But... She cannot be blamed for something out of her control.
Of course not.
I don't know where I am, and I'm about to fast travel back to the...
If I remember correctly, this is the grave of Will Walker. A notoriously vicious but effective vampire hunter. Blade would have liked him.
Alright, so I can't cross that crossroads yet. I need the power to break. Oh, what do we have here?
The water here should be safe now.
Blessings of Hippus. Blessings of the goddess. What is this? It looks like a fragment of a moon seal. Hippus will provide. Perhaps I ask too much of him. Hippus will provide. Hippus does not seem to agree. Autumn does not answer. Another moon seal fragment. What is this doing here?
Alright, so that's 2 out of 3 or 4. And then we get our last word of power.
All will be restored. If it was here, Autumn would show me.
You've almost retraced Wanda's steps, Hunter. Which means it's probably time I was honest with you. Things got a bit messy at this point. It was here that Wanda hit a wall, in the literal sense. The gates sealing off your mother's garden seemed all but impervious to any attempt we made at opening them.
You would not have given up that easily.
Of course not. Wanda was hesitant. But I was emboldened by just how close she had come to succeeding. I strongly encouraged her to keep trying. If I had only stopped to consider the risks. But no. With my guidance, she attempted to use the moon seal from Set's trial to force open the gate.
You were only trying to encourage Wanda's growth.
That may be. But there were other ways I could have helped her.
So what did happen?
Without the word of power, Set's blessing, Wanda couldn't control the energy within the seal. It responded like these things often do. It exploded.
But the gate did not open?
No, it didn't. And as an unfortunate side effect of the blast, I was killed.
That was the training accident with Wanda?
A surprisingly level-headed explanation from the poor girl, considering what she had just witnessed. I was still out of my senses, but that's a story for another time.
You died. Wanda was left traumatized, only to be blamed by Caretaker and left without anyone to support her?
I said things got messy. Perhaps I should have said heartbreaking.
But what about Sarah and the other?
Given my current situation, if you'd still like to move forward, if all goes well...
I believe I've...
Of course you have. There is one more...
Mother.
He sees our path. Autumn, show me the way. Autumn reveals all.
All right.
The goddess disagrees.
Okay, so Darcia has to be around here somewhere.
As a place to die, this isn't a bad one.
He hears me, but has no answers.
Okay.
She does not see it happening.
Alright guys, next time we're gonna try and find that last moon seal.